Your electronics can fail you anytime. It has nothing to do with whether it is fake or original. It can just fail you anytime. So today, I'll be sharing with you guys 5 things that contribute to this failure of electronics. And if you can manage these 5 things, your electronics will last very well for you. The number one thing among these 5 things are voltage and frequency fluctuation. Now, if you have a gadget, take a look at the back. You will see that the voltage range and the frequency is also written there. It's usually 100 to 240 for those like charger, like sound system that uses high range. So when you exceed this range, your equipment can fail. So to control this, you need an AVR or a stabilizer. This equipment helps to stabilize the voltage so that you will not have that voltage fluctuation. So the second factor, which most of you might not know about, is your waveform. Now, the expected waveform for your appliance at home is sine wave. Sine wave is usually like a curve for those of you who know it. And then if you are using generator or you are using a power from the power grid, national grid, you don't need to bother yourself about this. People who are concerned with this kind of failures are people who are using inverters and people who are also using UPS. So if you are buying UPS or if you are buying an inverter, make sure you look for those ones that produce pure sine waves, not just the ones that are advertised to generate sine waves. Ask those who are selling or make inquiries to find out the ones that are producing pure sine waves. So I'll talk more about this whenever I'm doing a video on inverters. So the third factor that contributes to the failure of this equipment are spikes. So spikes usually happen when they restore power to a house or when they takes off the power. So that's why it's usually advisable not to leave your equipment on or plugged when you are not at home or when you are not using it or when there's no light, because whenever lights come there's tendency of it spiking, and whenever they take light abruptly there's tendency of it spiking. So to control this, make sure that your devices are always off whenever there's no light, and also try to buy UPS or an inverter that will keep the lights on still when they take the power grid system light, or there's power outage, you still have power stored enough for you to put off those equipments one by one. So with that, you will not have that kind of power failure. The fourth one, which is obvious, is aging of your components. So once your components, or let me say the whole system, is getting old, just have in mind that it can fail anytime, because as it age, the components inside too, they age over time. So there's tendency of it failing as long as it keeps getting older. Okay. So the fifth one, which is very important that you can control, is the storage system. The storage system covers the way you move your equipment, the way you keep them, where you keep them, and what you expose them to. For those of you who have AC at home, if you're not using your other equipments, no need to put your AC to the highest degree or the lowest degree. No need, because the more you do that, it will be causing some moist to be on those equipment. And when those moist are not removed and then you turn on those equipment, they can burn. Yes. So and another one is, it's better to put your equipment in one place than moving it up and down, because the more you move it, the more you expose it to vibrations. And inside your electronics there are terminals inside it. So once these terminals are exposed to vibration, they get loose, and when they get loose they malfunction. So store your equipment properly and also limit them to movement. Okay guys, that will be all for today. Remember, we are on Blink Technology and will provide the technical information that will help you manage your gadget properly. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to follow us if you are new to this channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time.